Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to follow the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It helps us more than you could imagine.
Okay. Here, we got a question, and this was actually sent in. This isn't really an advice thing. It's kind of an advice thing, but it's not really an advice thing. Okay, so you started dating a girl, okay, Chip?
Okay.
And you go round,
Yeah.
right? And she says, would you like to stay for dinner?
Okay.
You go, yeah, I'd love to stay for dinner. What happens if the dinner cooked is shit? Like, I'm talking, it's a stinker. You go around there, and you're literally there, Chip, like, oh, I can't eat this. I actually can't eat this. What is the play?
What, she just whacked on like a full chicken onto the plate?
No, mate. If it's a full chicken, I can firm my way through it if there's no seasoning and stuff. But I'm talking, she's gone and she's made the most, like, it's just a foul meal to eat.
Okay, here's what you've got. You've got sliced up roast chicken. Okay,
that sounds good.
Chicken. We're talking, there's a very pink tinge here.
Okay.
Pink tinge. What have you got? You've got, what else could you have on there that is a no, check me out.
Brussels sprouts.
She's just whacked out a Heinz sausage and beans can, whacked it on there.
I love that. I'm scrounging that whole thing. I'm not gonna lie. No, but seriously,
what's the finisher? What's the finisher?
And it's Brussels sprouts.
Oh, stinker.
Brussels sprouts.
Stinker.
What is your actual plate? And you're looking at the plate and you're going, I actually can't eat this. Or are you going to firm it, like genuinely try and firm this, but you're going to almost be gagging as you eat through it? Or are you coming up with the maddest excuse?
Bro, it's a food poisoning special Royale 3000. Like, I can't.
You got pink chicken.
Yep. Fucking
beans and sausages.
Yep.
Right? That's about the only edible bit, right? And then you got Brussels sprouts. What's the game plan? What's the move?
I've had this situation before, I think.
Really?
There's been times where I've gone round to someone's gaff and they've just served me something up and I've been like, no. I'm not eating this. I'll just like squirm my way out of it like, not feeling
my God.
well, chief.
No, the play is,
you always got to grab your left abdomen.
I've just eaten.
Or just eaten.
Just eaten.
But what if they catch you and you ain't eating? You've been there all day.
Oh God, yeah. You've been upstairs in my daughter's room all day. Are you sure you're not hungry? It sounds like you've been really active up there.
Because I just ate something else.
And then you're like, oh, I went shops.
Yeah.
I went shops. I got myself. I'm such an idiot. I filled myself up with snacks.
Yeah, a couple Dairy Milk caramels.
Or do you have the bravery to go? I'm actually. You got baked beans and sausage. I'm allergic to baked beans and sausages.
Ooh, not
You pulling
bad
out the
shout.
allergy card or
Not
what?
bad shout. Sausages and baked beans?
Is it a deal breaker for you and that girl? If the mum stinks at cooking, because a lot of people say it could reflect potentially poor your girlfriend then is going to be a terrible cook.
You know what? Like, it is good having a girlfriend that can cook, isn't it? Or seeing a girl that can cook.
It's an attractive trait.
It is attractive.
Sure.
It's impressive.
But mainly because I can't.
Yeah, same. I've only just learned how to cook a few things at max.
Yeah. But it is so attractive.
But when
girl
they come through
and
they start whacking out all this mad shit, and I'm just like, girl, keep fucking shining. Because just you are God's gift.
You're feeding me like a king.
Feed me. I'll pay for this. I will, this is a meal worth paying for.
You'll pay in currency that isn't money. You know what I'm trying to say there, Chip? All right. Anyways,
Aliens.
Speaking of greatness, the Fellas podcast.
Oh, absolutely.
We managed to get to top 4 on the Spotify UK chart.
Absolutely. Was there anyone ahead of us that was a UK based podcast?
No. So they're UK based, but I don't think any of them. So one thing. We like to look at charts just so that we know that you guys are enjoying our stuff. We're not too arsed about like the actual position, but it's just good to see progression.
Yeah.
And one thing that we noticed, we obviously mentioned on the last one about all these star sign things going up, but if you look, there are very few independent podcasts in those charts.
Yeah.
So you look at all of them, a lot of them have Spotify studios underneath them, meaning that Spotify are sorting them out.
Yeah.
You get a lot of just companies that are are doing it. Loads of stuff like that. And so they have all this financial backing.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it's you and me that put our bank together. We sorted out the new lighting, the new studio, everything. And it's such a good feeling when you know you've done that all by yourself.
Well, we've got no one running this podcast. There is not a single person that helps us.
Nobody pays us to turn up on these days.
It's literally just us. We do everything.
Our bank account went fucking zero again after doing the Fellas Mystery set, upgrading the lighting. And then our next job, guys, if Chip looks at his and I look at mine, we have our cameras here.
Yes.
We are going to be upgrading those individual cameras as well.
Because they're decent, but we can get better quality for sure.
Yeah, and we'd like to get better quality. And then again, once we buy the new cameras for that, the bank account will go back to zero.
Absolutely. This podcast
is no money.
Like I said to Carl the other day, it costs a lot to run. We did the yearly figures, and it does cost
fucking loads.
It costs a lot of money to run.
Do you know? We'd actually make like decent money if we didn't make the upgrades.
Yeah.
But you guys don't really like a camera, $3,000, lighting, $6,000.
We didn't have to upgrade any of this.
No.
We love
and we owe it to them as well.
Yeah, we love doing this, so we always try and make it better.
Yeah,
I don't think there'll ever be a time when we're not looking to make something better.
And ultimately, when we come up to November, which is when we started the podcast, it's like, right, cool. We have to do a new set for the podcast. We love this set, but we got to keep it fresh. You guys got to be entertained.
We'll be making some grades.
Speaking of upgrades, by the time this goes out, we are really hoping that you guys will have a Fellas mystery. Sorry, mysteries should be up.
Yes.
So we'd love it if you guys could go ahead, check out that channel. If it's not up, then something's gone horribly wrong. But
it should be up. And if you're watching on YouTube, obviously you can just go straight to the description, click there, subscribe, and check it out. If you're listening to
our first was all about the Tan family.
Yes,
a horrendous case where a parent's 4 kids were murdered.
It's quite interesting though.
And we go into it. Very very strange case, but really cool. And we spent a lot of time and effort, so we'd love it if you guys want to check it out. And I saw a few comments asking, is it going to be a podcast? It's not going to be a podcast. It is strictly a YouTube show. The reason for that is because we need to put a lot of on-screen visuals to help you guys understand the case. I know there's podcasts out there that do it, but our vision for the show was very much like an aesthetic thing, a visual thing. So
I think if it was audio only, you would maybe have a little bit more of a difficult time
understanding what we're trying to say.
Because when we present it with the idea knowing that you're going to get visuals.
So yeah, go ahead and check that out. It's super exciting, and ultimately we want this to be our main podcast and an audio priority. So there we go.
Yeah,
we had
shows. That. God, I remember when we were first just even thinking about this podcast, and now we actually sat here in this massive studio, and I can see the other set and this set. It is a bit all like, wow, we fucking
caked it here.
Well,
I'm looking around thinking how much money we've spent, to be honest.
Oh my God, not a penny taken out, but hard work will get you to this point.
Exactly. And we do a pretty, and we've actually, without disclosing too much, we've had offers. Offers have been put on the table to
take this podcast elsewhere.
To take this podcast elsewhere, and I promise you guys, we've been offered 6 figures plus, and we're not interested in it. We're not interested in it yet. But hey, everybody has their price. Yeah. Understand that. But that price. But let me tell you, that price is high because we know we are onto a winner. We have got the best audience. We got the best chat. We got the best guests. There's a reason why we're sitting fucking top 5, baby.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
No cat was detected.